Welcome to my invite winning deck list. Yes, I didn't get top 8 at the regional, but I did place top 48, so I got 40th place, which is really good because guess what? There was 459 people at this event, and I haven't gotten my invite in a while, and it's been since literally Toronto, you know, the paleo deck profile, that I got my invite. Woo! So this is something I really wanted to prove to myself to show that, you know, I've still got that groove in me. And honestly, after picking up my deck a week ago, I'm thoroughly impressed that I even got this far. I literally changed the entire deck list the night before the regional and said, YOLO, we ball. So here we are. I'm really proud of how I did. I just hope you guys are proud of me.
Well, like if you do the math, it's literally like top 8%.
I know it's, you know, 40th out of top 48, but I got my invite and I'm just really proud of myself. I just worked really hard, so I just hope you're all proud of me because I just want to show you guys that I still got it, still got the groove. Brian's got like 10 invites, but I really am proud that I snuck mine in right before nationals. So.
Brian also has the camera, so we apologize if it's a little not great looking.
Any bad camera work is all Brian's fault. I just hope you guys subscribe, leave some nice comments, and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go through the whole deck with you guys. I'll try to remember as much of my matchups as I can, but yeah, subscribe, leave nice comments, and thank you for being here and supporting me, everyone who's been so nice. I really do appreciate it. All of our links and socials are in the description box below. But with that being said, let's get into the sauce that I have been avoiding telling you for a week now.
So before we get into the sauce, any shout outs?
Oh, shout out to me for working really hard. Shout out to everyone in Columbus. The staff was fantastic. The event was probably the smoothest regional for 9 rounds that I have ever been in my life.
It was done at like what, 6:30?
It was astounding. Crazy. So shout out to all of the staff. Everyone was fantastic. All of the people we met, all of the players, we were all fantastic. Everyone was so sweet. I don't think I've ever felt so unbelievably loved at a regional. Y'all were the absolute best. So thank you. If you've met us, please comment below and let me know. You were all super sweet. Shout out to Sam, my cousin, who for some reason wanted to go to a regional with us and see what the game was like. That's super cool that he wanted to go. He was also our unofficial agent for the day and cameraman. He did fantastic.
Let's go, Sam.
Shout out Tops.
Shout out to the Suns.
The boys.
Shout out to my boys. And all right, with that being said, thank you to everyone. I really appreciate you. You matter. And let's get into the list.
Show the goo.
The goo. Are you guys ready? All right, time to pan down. We played triple copies of Cashier Unicorn.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Please don't flame me. I am begging you. I really got sick of losing with Sword Soul. I really wanted to top with Sword Soul, but I couldn't do it. The deck is honestly, I hate saying this, it's too fair. And it's like tier format all over again. I got sick of not winning and I just wanted it. And I'm sorry if you're gonna flame me for wanting to win and be competitive at the game. I don't really know what to tell you. This is a game where you want to win, and I couldn't do it with my pet deck.
I mean, like, for what it's worth. Your second pet deck is literally Zodiac, and this is Zoo 2.0. Like
this deck, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like this isn't my favorite deck in the world, but I really do kind of like the play style a little bit. It's cool. It's fine. Anyway, moving on. Triple copies of Fenrir, obviously. These are just control in themselves. You can just kind of win against like control decks with these cards alone. Like they're just crazy. I don't know what to tell you. All of
this
them,
card's insane.
They do everything.
The amount of times I lost yesterday to just like Fenrir applying pressure was nuts.
Yeah, honestly, like being able to rip from the extra deck with Unicorn and being able to just banish things off the field with Fenrir is just really good. I literally didn't play against Sprite or Branded all day, which was like wild to me. I literally played mirrors up the Wooza. I played against Trap Tricks, the Punk, Flu, Tier. I played against like literally everything that wasn't Branded and Sprite. But anyway, we got triple copies of Lil Baby Rise Heart. This card is fantastic. It's really great because, you know, if you don't get your search off of Fenrir, obviously if you open this because you play 3 copies, you're good to go anyway. I honestly had crazy hands all day, or my hands were absolutely terrible. The only reasons I lost like 2 of my matches, I went X2-1. So I won 6, lost 2, drew 1. And the only reason I lost was honestly to bricking or just my opponent just opening better. Like I lost a mirror and then I lost to Runic Naturia. That was tough. They opened crazy. So shout out to him.
The Runic cards are just insane.
The Runic cards
are just crazy.
Please God hit that deck. Then we played 1 copy of Scare Cash and then 1 copy of Ogre. I think I summoned Ogre 1 time. Scare Cash, extremely good when you can banish Theosis and add back off of your own Theosis. That's just so nice. Like these cards are so cool. Ogre was whatever. I didn't play Preparations. We'll get to that, but I didn't play that for Ogre. I just needed a body essentially, and it didn't really come up. I honestly sided him out most of the time. And then moving on to spells, that's the main monsters. Don't worry, there's other hand traps in this deck, but we'll get there. We have the 1 copy of Terraforming, obviously, and then we have 2 copies of Wraithsoft. I think this card is so fun. Yeah, this card's really cool. Oh my god, story time. I didn't get drolled a single time yesterday. I didn't get drolled, not once. I never got drolled. I got nibbed a couple times, but honestly, I didn't really get like side cards used against me, which I was really preparing. The only times I didn't prepare for Nib is because it was like game 1 and I was being really greedy, and I still played through it because, you know, Birth is a fun and fair card. But I didn't really have a lot of side cards used against me. I never got drolled. I was really anticipating getting drolled. Theosis, triple copies. This was it too. I was playing the Brave engine in this deck before, so a lot of these ratios were very different. Like when I posted that I won locals last week, that was the adventure version I was playing. It just wasn't pushing enough. I went to the Toronto Regional with it, and it didn't do anything, and I dropped out because I just wasn't happy with the build. And then literally the night before the regional yesterday, I changed everything. I took out the whole adventure engine and put in like extra copies of bodies and stuff just to make the deck more consistent. Theosis is wild, really good. The fact that you can just banish this and get copies back of literally any card you need, whack. Super cool, kind of bricky, but you need 3. And then obviously we're on triple copies of a card that I literally can't believe exists, and that is Birth. This card is disgusting.
This card sucks.
Honestly,
it's the worst card in the deck to play against.
I lost the mirror to Emily. Shout out to her. She also got top 48. She ended up placing 38th. Shout out to her. She's a fantastic player. I believe this was her first invite, so congrats to her. If she sees this video, you did phenomenal. I love playing you. Honestly, in the mirror, having Birth is... That's it, it's over. And honestly, it was so cool. We opened game 1 almost the same exact hand, card for card. She won the die roll, she kicked my butt, she did fantastic. But yeah, Birth having like 17 effects is wild. Being like, oh, Birth effect, summon, oh, extra normal, oh, also DD Crow for 3. Like, I just, like, how does this real? Like, it's, if you can't clear this card, you just lose. You cannot get past this. It just, no matter what you do to the engine, it just comes back.
The fact that this card is like interruption and follow-up is just crazy.
It is disgusting. Like, nothing is a brick when you have this card. It is just wild to me. Moving on to our 1 trap, we play the 1 Big Bang, obviously.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about this card.
Yeah, this card is also really fantastic. You banish it off of your little baby Rise Heart. When you go to do your Shangri-Era plays, you summon Shangri-Era, and then you summon Rise Heart from your hand, and you banish this for cost from your deck, and then you do Chainlink 1 Shangri-Era, Chainlink 2 Big Bang. Big Bang will detach from Shangri-Era, which is usually Fenrir. You summon the Fenrir, and then Shangri-Era will block the zone. It didn't really come up, obviously, for games 2 and 3. Sometimes I sided this out because I hate opening it. I lost one of my matches because I opened this, and I was so upset. So I learned from that mistake, but this card, crazy. It just gets you a body. Just keep playing, Smile. That's it. But anyway, on consistency cards, we have triple copies of Prosby. This is broken. Games 2 and 3, you just search for Judgment. You win the game. There's literally just, it's just, you have so much search engine in this deck that it doesn't matter. You just keep going. And honestly, this is just bait half the time. Like, everything is bait in this deck. It doesn't matter. Like, if you get ashed on one thing or impermed on another, you just activate this and you just keep going. Like, nothing stops in this deck. It just keeps going. Play triple copies of Talents because we just want to punish our opponent for playing, because this is a fun and fair format. Taking in a Rise Heart, really good. Taking anything is insane. Taking anything out of your opponent's hand is really good. I played against a Punk player and I felt so bad. I Talents because he ashed me, and I Talents took his hand. He had 3 Ogre Dance and a Foxy Tune. And I ripped the Foxy Tune. He had 3 Ogre Dance, and it was over. So Talents
it was Ogre.
It's all Ogre now. Triple Moon. It's Book of Moon. I don't really feel like I need to explain this card. It's really good, this format.
Fun fact, I was knocked out by a cash player who opened triple Book of Moon.
It's for Book of Moon.
And they had to use all 3 Book of Moon on my Sprite cards, and then that was the end of the game.
It'd be like that. Moving on to hand traps and pseudo hand traps, you know, triple copies of Ash, Forehead, Not Feet. Triple copies of Imperm. Obviously, these are just standard cards. I wasn't playing Imperm in my previous build, and it put in so much work because it doesn't play into Talents, obviously, and it's just fantastic against anything. It's so good. Like, so nice. You Imperm a little Hugin and they can't get to Fountain. Feels nice. Anyway, and then triple copies evenly because I wasn't playing this in my first version either, and I regretted it because I lose the die roll perpetually. I won 2 die rolls yesterday. Having this was amazing.
How was it in the main deck?
I played against Trap Tricks. I lost game 1, I lost game 1. I did lose game 1, but I lost the die roll game 1, and he set up full board, all the back row, the whole shebang, Rafflesia, Sarah, and I go, that's so cool, evenly. Extra deck time. This is kind of standard and kind of boring. We have Link Monsters, we have Goliath, Donner, BLS. Sorry, I don't know why I put them over there. You know, you do this for a Rise Heart. I attached it like 1 time. I never used Donner, I never used BLS. These are just prosperity fodder, to be honest with you. Moving on, we play the whole main Cashier package. We've got Diablosis, we've got double Shang, and then triple Arise. This is pretty standard at this point. I kind of blocked zones. I didn't really rely on it that much. I feel like the main deck pushes so much that, like, the extra deck is just more. This deck just is so oppressive on its own that it really, everything is just utility, it feels like. Double Big Eye because the mirror is scary and they will take the Big Eye, so I played 2 of it. Flare Metal. I didn't use this, I don't think, a single time. Dad, he came back. I used this a couple times. It's good in control matchups when you can just pop things. That's really nice. And then Double Zeus. Honestly, Double Zeus was hilarious. I loved it. I honestly would just make Mind Hacker sometimes just so I could beat over something and then go into Zeus. That was pretty cool. And then honestly, I would Zeus, and then the next turn, if the Zeus survived, he would have himself in one material, and then I'd just beat over something else and then overlay my second Zeus on top of Zeus, and then I'd have another Zeus. So that was great. That was really fun. But Big Eye puts in so much work. Big Eye is really cool. And yeah, the extra deck is just nuts. I just hate playing 8 copies of everything, so hopefully that changes next format because I'm tired of it. So anyway, let's move on to the side deck. This was lots of fun, and I didn't use half of these cards. We were on triple copies of Lava Golem. I used it like one single time, and I don't think it actually won me anything. It was fine. Shifter, very fun and fair card. This puts in a lot of work because your whole deck doesn't care if everything is banished. In case you didn't know, this is basically just a we don't care about the graveyard deck. You just use this, and most people can't play through it at all. Like literally at all. So Shifter is a good card. Shock, awe, surprise. Droll. I expected this to get used against me all day. Never happened. I sided 3 Crow. Never used it.
This was something that we were both testing Crow because Bell negates the activation and against
Well, I was worried about Branded, yeah.
Just the loss is so strong.
Yeah, I was worried about Branded, honestly. I really was expecting to see Branded, Sprite. I was anticipating such different matchups.
Yeah, I played all of them, don't worry.
I literally didn't play against either of those decks. I played the Mirror, I played Runic, I played everything else except those. So
I think I played 4 Branded.
Yeah, I was trying to just prepare for everything because this is a format where it feels like no matter how much you side, it's not enough, or however much you main deck, it's not enough. So I was really trying to cover my bases, and I didn't end up needing most of it. So, you know, it always works out like that. And then the best card in my side deck, honestly, the only card I cared about siding was Triple Judgment. This card's insane. I literally prosperitying into Judgment. It's just like the BMing on top of everything. It is so strong. It is just, it ensures you know, you don't lose to evenly, you don't lose to those, you know, sticky cards. I was playing Lance in the deck last week. I know a couple people might ask about Lance. I liked it. It didn't seem purposeful enough. I wasn't getting a lot used against me, and I still didn't miss it at all, really. I think having Judgment in the side basically fulfilled that purpose, even though it was in the side deck. This is just, it's Judgment. It is so strong, and if you see more than one, you just win. So this is it. This is the power card of the whole deck, honestly, and that's it. I'm not gonna lie, the deck's okay. It's not my favorite. It will never be tier, but I hope you guys are at least proud of me. I know it's cash. I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you play with cash, but like, so what, okay? I wanted to do well. I really wanted my invite. Nationals is in like 2 months, and I wanted to do something well, so please be nice. I'm really proud of myself, and I hope you're proud of me too. But that's it. This is the deck. It's pretty strong. I'll keep playing it for a little while until it gets banned, probably in like a week. So we'll see. After that, we're playing Pearly. All my Pearly players and my Dinomorphia players. I hope you're ready for Syac format. So that's my deck team. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. And I appreciate all your love and support, and I hope that continues after the fact that you know I am playing cash. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you. You matter. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, team. Bye! I love you.